Be a nice day with temperatures and hopefully some clouds in the sky, helping the track conditions out as well. Show Me Vintage Racers back in action again here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Take you through our starting grid for the 24 SMVR cars that showed up here at the Diamond of Dirt tracks. And we will start with Dan Schmidt out of Blue Springs, Missouri. He will be on the pole, but he's going to drop all the way to the back of the pack. That's where he was supposed to be. Had some issues, so the inside line is going to move up instead. That will put the 2D of Wildman Brandon Jordan in that 41 coupe. On the front row, Rodney Ashworth on his outside. That's a 39 Chevy sedan in the 1A. Row number 2, it's the 32W of Bob Workmeister, the 71-year-old in the 32 Ford Coupe with one win on the season. Starts inside row 2. Giant Bryant Moyer on his outside in the 73 Ford Grand Torino. He's also won. He picked up his victory in August back at I-35. Larry Waters in the 54 starts inside row number 3 now. Brian Cox, a winner at I-35 this year in the 71 Firebird outside of him. Damon Clevenger rides in the number 6, the 39 sedan. He will now start inside row 4. And how about Chad Eichelberry? He made a quarter of a turn. And now we see the Bandit back out. His 73 Ford Grand Torino will start outside row 4. The Rooster, Tom Charles from Walcott, Kansas, inside row 5. On his outside's the 113. That is Jim Thorne. Take another look back one row deeper than that. Rocky Rhodes in the 8-ball from Independence, Missouri. He drives a 37 Chevy sedan. On his outside, it's the 14 of Mickey Cook. John Martin and Bill Behrens make up row 7. Beth Martin, Jeff Triggs, Kevin Anderson, Terry Price. As you go through the rest of the cars, trying to catch up with the front half of the field. New pole sitter Brandon Jordan has Rodney Ashworth. Rodney Ashworth used to drive a late model here at Lucas Oil Speedway. A little different car than a late model, Doug, as they go roaring into turns 1 and 2. The Show Me Vintage Racers underway for their 15-lap main event.
Yeah, he went from a late model to a later model here as the 2D Brandon Jordan jumps out to the early lead. Now the battle for second as they come around. The Torino starting to join in. It is the 32 and the 1A, the Clinton, Missouri 1A. That is Rodney Ashworth. And as they come through the 32 car, on the move, that belongs to Bob Whitemeister.
Close. There you go.
Yeah, okay. Got to get out of the shadows. So as they come around here, it is the 2D. A Brent
You creeper? You're lurking in the shadows, are you?
The 2D of Jordan is your leader, but here comes the 32 of Workmeister.
Well, they have already caught up with the back end of the field. That's the son-mother combo. Going a lap down. That is Angela Ashworth and William Holloman. Good break for Brandon Jordan to be able to jump up a line. And that was all due to the fact that Dan Schmidt had to drop to the back of the pack, and now he is getting lapped and he is getting blown past over in 3 and 4 as Brandon Jordan is well out in front. Wildman won at State Fair back on August 20th. Good addition that they had up at the State Fair this year. Bob Workmeister, he is starting to set the hook and reel in your race leader, the 71-year-old out of Omaha, Nebraska. A winner at Beatrice this year. Workmeister Motorsports, Action Signs, and Jocelyn Jewelers. Sponsors for the 32W. Workmeister also won at Boone County last year. Ran sprint cars for 10 years after getting his start back in 1970. He is approaching 40 wins to his career, and number 40 might come tonight. I'm not sure if that's the exact number or not, but he is slowly but surely catching up with Brandon Jordan. And don't call me Shirley.
It is the 2D. Continuing on. Now the two leaders are in a world by themselves as they come along. They're in a battle up front. 15 laps to decide it. Lap number 9 next time around for the 2D of Jordan, the 32 of Workmeister.
All right, Doug, with coming up on 6 laps left, do you think Bob Workmeister has anything from Brandon Jordan?
He's staying with him, so it's a good possibility. He's just not able to get around. They're running the same line, so if Workmeister can catch traffic, and that's coming here real quick, then there is a possibility.
And I think one thing that's not a possibility, I think it's probably a given fact, the Rooster, Tom Charles, who had won 2 straight this season, he is not going to be able to pull off the sweep, as right now he sits back just barely in the top 10. Actually, now he's jumped up to the top 5. I take it all back. Maybe he will, as he has gotten up into the top 5. Lap traffic now has shrunk the lead that Brandon Jordan had over Bob Workmeister. It's now down to 3 car lengths. With 3 laps to go, Bob Workmeister still has a chance. That should just about do it for lap traffic. Lead cars can now battle it out amongst themselves with 2 to go. They might catch up with that last pack. Dan Schmidt's doing a pretty good job of staying out of the racing groove and staying out of the leader's way. And they are going to catch up with that last round of lap traffic. Can Bob Workmeister use one of those cars as a pick? Rocky roads to the high side with 1 to go. Can Brandon Jordan go error-free? Half of a lap left. 1 more hard left-hand turn. To the outside goes Workmeister. Rocky Roads is in the way, and the win goes to Brandon Jordan. It got close at the end. Bob Workmeister cut it down to only 1 car length. But Brandon Jordan is able to pull off the W here at the Diamond and Dirt Tracks for his 2nd win of the season.